Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday morning. I'm coming on here to update you guys about the snowstorm for today. In some areas, we'll see some rain and some mixed precip as well. So I have a lot of graphics to show today. We'll take a look at snow reports around Maine and New Hampshire, and then I'll get to your comments at the end. So let me pull my graphics in right now. So let me pull up the radar. So here's a look at our radar right now with temperatures currently in the 20s. This is a storm that will have to do a lot with temperatures. Some areas are going to be above the freezing point of 32 degrees. Some areas will be below. So we're looking around 23 degrees for Lewiston, 27 for Portland, 16 for Rangeley. Some heavy snow bands traveling through Lewiston right now, north of Lewiston. We'll take a look at the radar a few times today. So I'm also looking for snow reports to update throughout the day. Meteorologist Ryan Munn will come in about an hour and a half or so to update you guys again. So let me take this banner off. So I want to see your snow reports. If you could drop them in the comments, that'll be so helpful, so great. We can then talk about what you're seeing at your house as well. So drop your snow reports in the comments throughout this live. I'll get to a lot of the comments towards the end. So we're tracking a lot of heavy snow, rain, and mixed precip for today. I'll take a look at that storm tracker in just a couple of minutes. So here's a look at our radar once again right now. A lot of snow statewide. Most of you are waking up to snow. And then we'll see that switch over to rain and mixed precip, as well as some freezing rain and some sleet later on. Here's a look at the snowfall rates right now. A lot of areas in Oxford County, parts of southern Franklin County, Androscoggin County are seeing about an inch, a little bit more snowfall rates. So we're looking around an inch or so an hour. So heavy snow coming down this morning will throughout the rest of today. Here, look at a couple of the storm reports right now. We aren't seeing too many in Maine, but we are seeing some in New Hampshire. So let's highlight those right now. I'll zoom in to parts of northern New Hampshire. I posted on my social media accounts about how Freedom, New Hampshire had, I think it was 3.5 inches as of 6:41 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to highlight some of those right now. This is the Freedom one, 3.5 inches already in Freedom, New Hampshire. That was as of 6:41 this morning. We're looking at Conway, New Hampshire as of 8:45, so about 5 minutes ago. They are already at 6.5 inches of snow. So the snow's coming down pretty hard and will be coming down hard for a majority of the day today. This is another report in New Hampshire, Madison, as of 6:30 this morning, around 3 inches. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the 6-inch range, a little bit more now, as that snow report came in a little over 2 hours ago. Just north of Plymouth along I-93, we're looking at Campton, 7:40 a.m., 5 inches already. And then we'll take a look at this snow report, and then we'll move on. Meredith, New Hampshire, 3.5 inches as of 8:35. So let's move on forward. Look at some of the watches and warnings right now. It's a very colorful map. We're looking at winter storm warning for the majority of the state of Maine through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, so 6 a.m. Sunday. We're also looking at a winter weather advisory for coastal York County, coastal Rockingham County over in New Hampshire as well. That will go until 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're also looking at a flood watch that will go into effect as of noon today. That is for coastal York County, part of the Mid-Coast and Down East, also included on that list. This will be active from 12 o'clock today, once we have that switch over from snow to mixed precip to rain. That will go through Saturday evening. So we'll be watching that as well for some flooding chances. One thing I wanted to highlight too is that northern New Hampshire and Coos County is now under an avalanche warning until 7 o'clock tonight. They did have an avalanche a couple days ago, a pretty big one that knocked down a lot of trees. Chief Meteorologist Charlie LaPresti and I were talking about this, I think 2 days ago. So we're looking at that avalanche warning for heavy snowfall up to 20 inches in the northern White Mountains over New Hampshire. So this is a very heavy snowstorm. And we haven't seen a lot of snowstorms at all this winter in general. It's been a very mild winter. So I like to say this is a second winter in New England. This is a classic spring snowstorm. So let's get right into the storm tracker, what you can expect for the next couple of hours. Let's look at 9 o'clock. So about an hour or less than an hour, probably around 40 minutes or now. We have some heavy snowfall in southern York County, Cumberland County, also included on that list, Saginaw County, Lincoln County. As you head north, we're still seeing some snow. Temperatures near 32 degrees for Portland, 26 for Lewiston, 19 for Rangeley. We have some mixed precip starting to edge its way into southern York County near Kittery, where I-95 enters Maine or enters New Hampshire. Definitely be mindful. Today is going to be a very, very bad day for driving. Just give yourself an extra couple of minutes if you do need to hit the road. So I have a lot of pauses in the storm tracker. We'll get to all of these hours. Just look at 11 o'clock now. We're looking at that mixed precip as well as some sleet and freezing rain inching its way into York County. Still some heavy snow in the Portland area. Temperatures are still well at the freezing level or below. A little bit warmer in Portsmouth, New Hampshire towards 11 o'clock. We're looking around 34 degrees. That's when we're going to see that switch over, right? When temperatures get above the freezing level of 32 degrees, that's when we could start seeing some rain, some mixed precip mixed into things, indicating a different type of precipitation. So as we head towards lunchtime around 1:30, we're tracking some heavy rain for southern York County, some mixed precip for Cumberland County, northern York County, most of the mid-coast, a little bit into down east. That's when temperatures are, here you go, 33 degrees, so above freezing level. Like I said, temperatures are going to play a big part with today's storm. We're still very cold in the 20s, lots of heavy snow the further inland you trek and the further north. So let's go a couple more hours to around, 3:30 p.m. We're now tracking some heavy rain near Rockland along the entirety of the Maine coastline, where temperatures, once again, I'll highlight it, above 32 degrees. So we're looking at 34 for Portland, 30 degrees for Lewiston, which is why you're still going to see some snow in the Lewiston-Auburn area as well as Turner. Temperatures are going to be in the 20s, some heavy snow for the mountains. So let's move on forward. Let's look at 5 o'clock this evening. Now we're still seeing some heavy rain along the coastline. This will be the trend as we head towards the next couple of hours. I think that we'll start seeing some rain along the coastline in the next 2 hours. So right around lunchtime, a little bit before as well. So once again, this is 5:30, some mixed precip near Lewiston, Sebago Lake region, starting to inch up to Freiburg, and Porter may see some mixed precip and some snow. Still some snow at higher elevations. We'll take a look at that snow map in just a couple of minutes. This will look at 7:30 p.m. Heavy rain. Look at those yellows and those oranges for southern New Hampshire, southern York County. Heavy rain also for Rockland, the down east area. And that rain snow line, very large. Let me see if I can draw it out for you. To go over to the palettes right here. Check out that rain snow line where we're seeing all that mixed precip. That is a large area. So expect very icy conditions, especially when driving towards this evening when the sun goes down, or when I should say it's when it'll get dark, since it'll be very active in the weather world for today. So let's move forward to around 11 o'clock. This is when things are really going to start settling down, heading on out to our west over to New Brunswick, parts of Nova Scotia as well. So once again, 11 o'clock, 32 degrees in Portland. So you're starting to see that switch over from rain to mixed precip, a little bit of sleet mixing in as well towards the evening and overnight tonight. Heavy rain still along the coastline, very heavy rain, almost 40 degrees in Rockland. Very heavy snow. We're looking at 30 degrees for Freiburg, 28 degrees for Lewiston, 29 for Augusta. About an hour later, still heading on out. This is going to have a quick departure. Heavy rain in down east Maine. Some mixed precip still in Portland. 35 degrees for Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where they're seeing some rain. Some heavy snow north of Augusta right here. I'm going to draw the snow band all up here. Very heavy snow in central and northern parts of our state. Now, as we head towards the 1 a.m., 2 a.m. hour, that's when things are really going to calm down. It look pretty clear. And as that low pressure system begins to move out, as this whole system begins to move out, it's going to be a little bit breezy for Sunday as that low pressure is on its way out. Just definitely be mindful. But Sunday will be a pretty nice day. The sun will filter in and out, just a little bit breezy with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. So here's a look at that snow map. I'll show this a few times during this Facebook Live. We're looking around 1 to 3 inches of snow along the coastline of southern Maine. Now, just remember, too, we'll have that switch over to rain. So all that snow that's going to be falling along the coastline in the southern portions of our state will become very messy, right? We're looking at slush, rain, heavy snow combined, not great. We're looking around 3 to 6 inches near Sanford, Portland as well, 5 to 9 inches in the Lewiston Auburn area, as well as northern Sebago Lake region, up to Bangor. We're also looking around 8 to 12 inches, a little bit more north from there. I believe that most areas will probably see up to 12 inches in that 8 to 12 range. Let me circle that for you guys. This range right here, I believe that most areas will see up to a foot. Now, the further north you head, when you get to your higher elevations as well, 12 to 18 inches, I think that we could see some pockets, some isolated pockets of 18 inches or more, especially in the higher elevations. So this would be a great weekend, I should say, especially as we head towards Sunday to go skiing. If you're a big skier or snowboarder, I know that some of the resorts as well have closed for this season. So it's great that they get one last final snowstorm in to keep their stuff going. So here's a look at that snow map right now. I'm going to leave that up for a couple more seconds. We're also going to be watching for some freezing rain, some icing moving over Saturday afternoon, until the nighttime. We're looking around a 1/10 of an inch to 0.25 inches of ice accumulation near Augusta, Lewiston, Portland, northern York County near Sanford, North Berwick, the Porter area as well. And then outside of those areas, we're looking up to around a 1/10 of an inch of ice. So we're getting a lot of heavy rain as well. This is a very active storm, so there's a lot to get through. Through around Sunday at, I think it's at 9 a.m. Yes, here it is for 9 a.m. We're looking between 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches of rain, especially along the coastline. I think that mid-coast and down East Maine could see the most rain. So here's a look at that rain tracker. I think I have one more graphic to show you guys, or actually I think I'm going to pull up the radar right now one more time, see if any more storm reports have came in for Maine and New Hampshire. It's a little delayed on my end for when you guys see. So when I click through the graphics, they come up quicker than you guys see them on Facebook Live or on YouTube or Twitter, wherever you guys are streaming from. So it looks like we have another snow report. Let's zoom in and check out what that one is. Just north of Portland. Let me see if I can click it here. So if you were in the Portland Jetport, 3.3 inches already. So at 8:50, so around 9 minutes ago, this report came in from the Portland Jetport. We're looking around 3.3 inches at the Jetport as of the last 10 minutes. So if you're in the Portland area and you're wondering how much snow is out there, the Jetport has picked up 3.3 inches. So let's pull up that snow map right now. Here's a look at that snow map one more time. So I'm going to take a look at your comments now. We would love to see your snow reports, and I also want to know what you guys are seeing at your house, if you're seeing more of a mixed precip type or some snow. So let me look at your comments right now, see what I see. Mary goes, too much snow here. Me too. I'm ready for spring. Barely an inch in New Sharon. Great. Okay, perfect. Beth saying, stay safe, Maine. Mary is also saying about 5 inches in Brownfield. So that's right along the 5 to 9 inch line, if I'm correct. Or maybe, yes. Okay. Lucille goes, just what I wanted for the first week of spring. Me too. Snow in Livermore. Snowing pretty bad in Waldoboro. Would say 2 or 3 inches so far. Thanks, Jennifer, for the report. Joey saying probably closer to 6 inches at this point in Leamington. All right, let me look at a couple more when they're coming in. Scott says 3 inches in Scarborough. That's right in the 3 to 6 range. 4 inches in Rumford. We got snow in Winslow. Thank you guys for commenting these as well. This is so helpful, especially. All right, Lisa has a good question. All snow here in Westbrook, quite a few inches already. When should we see that rain? So let's pull up that storm tracker one more time. We can run it through. There's still quite a lot of you on this live. So let me run through the storm tracker for you guys one more time. We can talk about what you should expect for the rest of today. So this is a look at 9 o'clock. We're still tracking a lot of snow for the Portland area. I said this a little bit ago. This is a storm that has to do a lot and will depend on the temperature. So anything 32 degrees or below, you're seeing mostly snow, a little bit of mixed precip mixing in. Anything above the 32-degree mark, that's when you're going to start seeing more so mixed precip, some heavy rain along the coastline. So let's talk about the storm tracker right now and look at those temperatures as we go through the next couple of hours. So we're still seeing snow anywhere that temperatures are 32 degrees or below. Some mixed precip in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Temperatures 1 degree above 32 degrees. So we're really depending on temperature for today. Around 9:30, same deal. Moving on forward to around 11 o'clock hour, a little bit warmer in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 34 degrees. Most of southern York County seeing some mixed precip and rain mixing in as well. Still some heavy snow for the majority of Maine, all of Maine actually. Now as we head towards the probably around 12 o'clock, 12:30 is when you're going to start seeing some rain along the coastline as well as some mixed precip. But look at these temperatures, 33 degrees in Portland. We're seeing that transition to more of a solid precip, solid meaning rain. 37 degrees for Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 33 for Rockland. This is around 1:30 once again. As we head towards the afternoon, that's when we're going to see some heavy downpours. We're looking around 35 degrees for Rockland, 34 for Portland, 37 for Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Seeing some heavy rain. Some mixed precip just south of Lewiston and Augusta. That's when temperatures are still below freezing, but you're starting to see that switch over to more of a mixed precip. Freezing rain, some sleet mixing in as well. Still very heavy snow to our north. Now, as we head towards the evening, around dinner time, some heavy rain moving into southern New Hampshire, those yellows, those oranges. We're also looking at greens in New Hampshire, so some heavy rain, or Maine, excuse me, some heavy rain along the Maine coastline. 34 degrees for Portland, 37 for Rockland, 31 for Lewiston and Augusta. Now, this rain snow line, very, very large in diameter. Let me draw it out for you guys right here. Those temperatures are starting to warm up a little bit. We're looking at around 31 for Lewiston and Augusta, 31 or 30 degrees over in Bangor. That's when we're starting to see that switch over to more of a mixed precip as temperatures warm up just a little bit. Some heavy snow in the mountains. I think the mountains are going to see a lot of snow, especially since we haven't seen really anything this winter. This look at 7 o'clock tonight. Temperatures are still around 30 degrees in Lewiston and Augusta, 31 for Bangor, almost 40 degrees in Rockland, but some heavy, heavy rain. You have some heavy downpours over New Hampshire as well. Let me zoom this out. Yeah, look at those reds down in Mass as well. Massachusetts, we're looking at heavy, heavy rain near Boston area. Let's go through the next couple of hours. I don't know if it's going to zoom back in. Oh, I guess we can go this far out for the next couple of hours as well. Just look 11 o'clock tonight, 39 degrees for Rockland, 32 for Portland. So this is what we're seeing. I know someone asked the original question. Here we go. Lisa's question right here. When should we see rain in Westbrook? So this is look at the afternoon. I think that we'll have some rain mix in towards around lunchtime, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So here's that rain along the coastline. Let me see if I can zoom in. I think I can zoom in. Here we go. Perfect. So here's your rain along the coastline. Temperatures in those mid to upper 30s in some areas. Upper 30s meaning down in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So look at 3 o'clock. We'll have rain for most of the afternoon, but I think that we will see that switch over back to mixed precip, some sleet, as well as some rain towards dinner time tonight. So we'll see. Here's the timeline you should think of. Around lunchtime to dinner time is when we'll see rain along that coastline, and then we'll see some mixing back as temperature, mixing back to more so mixed precip, freezing rain, some sleet as temperatures head on down to below freezing. So we'll see that mixed precip along the coastline, some heavy, heavy rain over in Rockland. I'll pull up that rain tracker in just a second. But look how quick, let me see if I can zoom out here. Look how quick this storm leaves, though. As we get to 12 o'clock into Sunday around 12:30 and then 2 a.m., like this thing's gone quick. Moves out very quickly over a 1.5 to 2 hour span, but it's here for a lot of today. So I'm going to pull up that rain tracker for you guys one more time. I think I have this until Sunday morning around, there we go, 9 a.m. So you saw that heavy, heavy rain over in Mid-Coast and down East Maine. They're seeing 2.1 inches of rain over in Rockland. They're going to see around 2 inches in Bar Harbor. Rain totals along the coastline will be anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5 inches. So let's pull up that ice map as well, since we have a lot of freezing rain and sleet coming down. So here's a look at the ice map. We're looking around 1/10 of an inch to around 0.25 inches of ice accumulation. Definitely be mindful. I came in this morning around 6 a.m. and the roads were already pretty slick in the Portland area as well. So just definitely be mindful. I know that the National Weather Service put out something as well, as the roads will be pretty icy. Just definitely give yourself a couple minutes if you have to go out today. But today is a very not so great day to drive. Maybe you have to push those errands until tomorrow. So we also have this one by CBS 13. Remember to share your pictures and videos with us. You can head to chime in. So wgme.com/chime in. I'm looking at some of your more comments right now. We're looking at 4.5 in New Gloucester. Around 3 inches in Sabattis. Looks like Rumford will be all snow. Yes. Most of you are seeing snow right now. So looking at some of your comments, I'm going to pull up the radar right now, see if any more snow reports come in. Thank you guys so much for sending your snow reports in. It's super helpful to see how much snow everyone's getting. You can also send any snow reports you have once we get off this to our email, our weather email. You can email us at weather@wgme.com. If you have any questions about the storm in general, you can email that email right there, weather@wgme.com, and either Ryan and I will get back to you. So thank you guys so much for staying on, sending me your snow reports. So helpful. There's still a lot of you on here. And I thank you for spending your Saturday morning with me on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter, wherever you are watching from. So we'll be keeping you guys updated. There's an article on our website, wgme.com, of everything that you can see with this storm. It'll be updated throughout the day as well. We'll throw some snow totals on our website. If you have any questions, you can totally email us at weather@wgme.com. There's that email right there, just down below. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sending in your snow reports. So extremely helpful. And I'll see you later on. So thank you guys so much for watching. And once again, that article is on all of my social media accounts. It'll probably be posted to our Facebook page, the CBS 13 Facebook page, and it is online as well. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. And a hint, Sunday will be a lot better than today. So thank you guys for watching.
This has been live interactive Weather Authority coverage from CBS 13 and Fox 23. Make sure to stay connected